everyone, welcome to another look back at what my favorites were 4 years ago. So we're in June and we're going back to June of 2013. I will link the original video in the description box. It'll also be in the I button. Can't remember which side of the screen it's on. It'll also pop up in the end screen if you stick around to the very end, which I recommend that you do. So let's get on with it. First thing I want to mention wasn't actually listed as a favorite, but I was wearing it in the favorites, and that's the lipstick that I have on right now. So this is, I still have it, this is from YSL. It's the Rouge Pure Couture, number 24. It's a beautiful color, at least I thought it was. I think it is, but I'm just not into it anymore. It's a very, very nude pink, and it's beautiful, but I guess I'm just not into nude like I used to be. So if I'm gonna reach for a nudie pink, what I reach for, and I mentioned it in my May favorites, funnily enough, either the Clinique Beige Pop here, which is just, it's a little warmer, there's a little more life to it. It's more of a neutral and less of a nude. Or the Urban Decay Vice Lipstick in Naked. So neither of these is particularly nude, even though one of them is actually called Naked. Let me swatch this original one here at the end so you can see. That's the original shade there, and then the other two are the newer ones that I prefer. So I like something with a little more warmth, a little more pigmentation. Just, it's funny how tastes change. I've gotten past the nude, naked look. Now let's go on to the real favorites from June 2013. The first was a product that I kind of forgot I had, and I wish I'd remembered sooner because now it's all dried up and it needs to go bye-bye. This is from Benefit. It is a creaseless cream shadow, and in the shade is called RSVP, and it should look familiar. It is a color I am very fond of. If you're a fan of MAC's all the glitters, it's very similar. You will also maybe remember my love for the Chanel Illusion d'Ombre in the shade Emerville, I think it's called, number 82, which I'm gonna try to hold up without having it spill because this also is all dried up, but it still has pigment to it, so I'm still using it. There it is there. And so I'm definitely a sucker for that kind of muted rosy pink, nude pink, ballet pink, but I found a really great dupe that is a much better price point. It's by L'Oreal Infallible. It's their eye crayon, and it's in the shade Enduring Rose. It's almost identical. It has the same effect on the eye. It's quite a significantly less hit on your wallet, and it doesn't dry up nearly as fast because you can resharpen it and then make it go. So love that. I think it's funny that I still have the original one, but I don't think I can revive it. I think it's gonna have to go. All right, next on my favorites was Sleek Blush in Rose Gold. I still do have this. This still is a favorite, and what I'm really excited, what has changed since this video first came out, is that Sleek is now available, not the entire line, but a lot of it is available in the United States on Ulta.com, online, not in stores, but online. So yay, Ulta, really stepping it up. But I do have the original one, very bright, kind of a dupe for NARS Orgasm. I'm not gonna swatch this guy. Very pretty, really not, okay, I lied. I am gonna swatch it. There it is swatched. Very pretty orangey pink shade, or one could say rose gold. Great for summer, a little brighter than what I like for my skin tone. If I want something that has like that reddish undertone to it, more of a burnished shimmery thing, what I've been reaching for lately is this, it's not even a blush, it's from NYX. It's their Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powder in the shade Crushed Bloom. And it's not nearly as pigmented, but it is a similar effect. It does give, it's right there. It does give a nice bloom to the cheeks, if you will. It has that glowy effect, but it's a much subtler color to the cheeks. So if you're fair skin like me, this might be something you want to gravitate to. Both are actually available at Ulta, which is kind of funny. Another blush that I talked about 4 years ago was this little beauty from Bourjois, and it's in their classic packaging, and the shade is Rose d'Or, and it's just a shimmery kind of pink, warm pink blush. It's pretty much giving up no pigment whatsoever. These things, I found that the Bourjois products, the powder products, really dried up quickly. What I reach for, if I want that glowy, you know, again, I prefer a more subtle blush these days. I'm really loving the Butter Bronzers. They have come out with a few more shades. I only have 2 of them. They also give out a subtle glow to them. They smell really good, and they have some sort of oil in them that I can't pronounce that I think would make it so that they don't dry up nearly as quickly as the Bourjois powders will. So give that a look. So I talked about the Bourjois 123 Perfect Foundation in Vanilla. That is long gone, but the drugstore foundation that I am reaching for, almost over my regular foundations actually, my high-end foundations, is the Maybelline Dream Cushion. I don't think I need to go into too much detail. You guys know I love it. If you watch me on Insta Stories, on Instagram Live, that's what I'm doing in all of my Get Ready With Me's almost every day. I just love this. It's a great little foundation. So back in June 2013, I talked about the L'Occitane Hydrating Mist. I really liked it. It was, I picked it up in an airport, I think in Newark, on my way to Scotland, I believe. Pretty sure that's when I picked it up. I'm just realizing June of 2013 is when we went to Scotland. Wow, time flies. Anyway, back then I picked up the L'Occitane Hydrating Mist. It was lovely. It is long gone. What I reach for now is another lovely one. It's from Colleen Rothschild. Not a big surprise. It's their beauty water. It has hyaluronic acid. It has coconut water. She was ahead of her time on that one. There's some other things in it, and it's really humid. Can you see my hair is frizzing? We are having some major rain. I'm just gonna refresh myself because I need a little refreshing. Okay, onwards. True Blue Shea Cream. No, yes, the True Blue Shea Cashmere Hand Cream. It's still a favorite. It's at Bath & Body Works. I don't currently have it. I have run out, but I would definitely repurchase that. I currently have, oh, it's a L'Occitane product. It's their hand cream. This is a limited edition packaging, but I like alternate between L'Occitane and Bath & Body Works. Just depends on what I have on hand and where I am near the mall or whatever, but both are great. They both, I love the scents for both of them, and I'm not gonna put it on right now. A favorite from June of 2013 was the Ciate nail polish in Cookies and Cream. Just like my lipstick, I'm not a big fan of nudes at the moment, so right now I actually need to get my nails done, but nice warm pink from Zoya. I believe this is Zoya Jordan. I'm digging that. Then the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch in Radiant. I still have one. I bought one recently to compare to my current and for many years now favorite. This discovery then led me to this, the MAC Prep and Prime Highlighting Pen in Radiant Rose. Unless you're new to my channel, you have heard me rave about this forever. I don't go a day without putting this on underneath my eyes before I put on concealer. It brightens, it corrects, and it prepares you for the next step of concealing. This is my superhero product, my go-to, my holy grail, my every cliche you want to throw at it. I love this. I'll never be without it. And I'm almost out of this one, which is why I'm not swatching it for you right now. I need to go order another one. Okay, then the NYX lip liner in Pale Pink, I do still have. NYX lip liners are great. They come in a million colors. They have retractable and the kind that you sharpen. Here I have, I actually am wearing it today. It's just your basic pale pink. It's pretty much the exact color of my lips. So it's a great color to have. I have been using a lot of Urban Decay lip liners recently. I prefer it is easier to use the NYX ones because they're a little harder, so they don't wear down on you as quickly. But if you can splurge, an Urban Decay lip liner lasts on your lips longer. A new favorite that was recommended by you guys is Native. It does not quite match up to the same exact color. It's a little pinker, but it goes with all the pink lipsticks that I've been wearing lately. So they just need to be sharpened more often than NYX. But if you're on a budget, the NYX lip liners are fabulous and they do hold up for a fairly long time. I went and got my backup of this one. This was a favorite from June 2013 and I still always have one around. This is the e.l.f. Golden Bronzer and this is my backup. I have one that's pretty much down to pan and I'll take off the plastic for this. And it's just a nice, it's not a matte bronzer. There is some sheen to it, but it's a very budget-friendly, all-over warmth kind of bronzer. And it's lovely, and it hasn't really changed. I think now it has changed. I'm sorry. It has changed since then in that there is I think a lighter and a darker version, but it's a great little kind of all-over warming up bronzer. But I think you should know by now that I am in love with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. There are two shades. I use the original shade. There is a light shade. It runs a little orange on me, so I prefer just the original, I guess, darker shade. It's actually not what I'm wearing now. I tested I'm testing out the Boots number 7. It's running a little orange on me too. So I'm gonna go back to my Physicians Formula. But anyway, now on to the last few products. Sally Hansen Cream Hair Bleach. I was using that to dye my eyebrows. I haven't dyed my eyebrows in a really long time, and I'm kind of good with the color they are. I was going really blonde for a period of time, and I wanted my eyebrows to more closely match my hair, but I'm going like a little rootier here with a little darker color at the roots, so we're all good. But if I was going to go back to dye my eyebrows, I like the Jolene hair bleach better, just putting it out there. Then we talk about the, I was the only one talking in that video, the Tory Burch Caroline Ballet Flat and the Dr. Scholl's Gel Insoles. Well, not to gross you out by showing you the inside of a shoe, but guess what, guys? I still have them, I still wear them. There's the gel insole. I still love them. They are a beloved favorite. The good news is, if you don't like this giant logo, Tory Burch has redone it and this shoe, and the only thing that's changed is that this logo is teeny tiny. Does that justify me getting a brand new pair? No, it does not. But if you are in the market for a ballet flat, a classic nude patent, it comes in black patent and some other colors as well. And you didn't like the big logo, there is one with a much smaller, classier logo. And if you have a slightly wide foot like I do, these ballet flats are great because you see this elastic here, it gives a little more room for your feet to fit in them. So this is why I love them. And I have them in black and I have them in nude. And then the last two favorites were books, and I'm still a huge fan of both series. The first one was the Deborah Crombie, is the author. It's the Kincaid James Gemma, well, their last name are Kincaid and James. It's a British police mystery series that I loved. It was the first book that I was talking about, I think, back then, and I think the new book is coming out, the latest one is coming out this summer, so I will link the original one if you haven't read them. There are at least a dozen, 16, we might be in the 20s now. And then the other one I mentioned was, there must have been a new one that came out from the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. Talked about this one a lot. I started reading the series when it first came out like 20 years ago, but the series is still going strong. A new one is coming out, well, it's being written. Who knows when it's coming out? But the newest TV season is coming out, I think in September, season 3. Yay! So both are exciting, and if you want to catch up on the TV series, I will link on Amazon where you can catch up on those episodes. Very exciting. I love Outlander. It's my all-time favorite series of books I've ever read, ever. I have reread them probably a dozen times. It's not normal. I accept this, and we're just gonna not talk about it. Anyway, those were my favorites from back in June of 2013. I hope that you enjoy these videos. I have a playlist of all the Where Are They Now videos where I go back and look at my monthly favorites and tell you if they're still around, and if they are not, what has replaced them. I think this is fun. I know a lot changes in 4 years. I don't know why I went with 4 years. 4 years in real life is really not very long, but it seems like an eternity in YouTube land. So it's just kind of fun to see where we've come in that period of time. Please let me know if you were around for the very first one. I would love to know if you saw it the first time around. If you'd like to see it, it's linked all over the place. And thank you so much for spending time with me. Be sure to check the description box. Like, really, go down in there, take a look, read through all of it. Thank you for watching. I look forward to reading your comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.